Only on Christ 17 TV. Let's put some sunshine on this one. Back upside your head with another one. And today, on MLB Players I Grew Up On, episode 5, we're going to go with no other than Ken Griffey Jr., a.k.a. The Kid. Ken Griffey Sr.'s son. So, this was a very special player to me growing up. Is one of my favorite players of all time and still is. I mean, this kid has 630 home runs, played 22 years in the league, 13 years with Seattle, 9 for the Reds, and 1 year with the White Sox. I remember I used to see guys with the White Sox, Griffey. I was like, wow, that looks crazy. From 96 to 99, he had 49, 56, 56, and 48 home runs. The best 4 years when I was growing up that I've seen from any player. He also had 10 Gold Gloves, 1 MVP, 7 Silver Sluggers, and a 13-time All-Star. I remember a playoff game with the Yankees and Mariners. I think it was a 5-game series. They were playing in the Kingdom, the old school Kingdom. And Griffey was either on first or second. I'm not sure, but I know they hit a ball down the first base line. I want to say it was Tino Martinez, maybe. Yeah, and Griffey's running around them bases like a madman. Coming around third. Slides in and beats my Yankees. Eliminates us in the Kingdom. And the craziest thing is, I was mad, but not that mad because I loved Ken Griffey Jr. They had a squad, man. They had a squad. Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner, Tino Martinez. They had a damn squad out there on that team, and they had a hell of a team that year. And I think they even had Randy Johnson. Yeah, they had Randy Johnson, too. So, for me, growing up, watching this kid with his hat backwards, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I got it right here. Doing his stance home run derby, the best home run derby I've seen him in, because he's been in 8 of them. He's won 3 of them. But in Baltimore, I'll never forget this as long as I live. I'm watching this at my grandmother's house, and Griffey's tearing it up like how he always does, but he hits a shot off the building in right field, off the building. So over where the fans are, they got a sidewalk. You can walk. Then they have a building. He hit the fucking building, this guy. Ken Griffey Jr. hit the fucking building. He won that one too. He's won 3 home run derbies. He's been in 8. That is the most of all time. He was the first pick of the 1987 draft. I actually used to have his upper deck rookie card. It's worth so much money right now, but I lost all my baseball cards in a storage, man. Mom's was doing bad. We were moving, and we didn't have the money to pay for the storage. So they locked our shit up and sold our shit away. And whoever got that shit came up on some good baseball cards. Because I had, Barry Bonds rookies, Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. I had Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, Lenny Dykstra's. I had so many cards, it'll blow your mind. It will blow your damn mind. I had so many damn cards. But he was, every kid wanted to be like Ken Griffey Jr. And the way he played center field, oh my God, it was beautiful to watch. A beautiful thing to watch him play outfield for the Mariners, for the Reds. But his best years to me was with the Seattle Mariners. But the way he played center field, and that one time where he ran and he got hurt because his cleat got stuck in the wall. Damn. I'm going to say this, though. I think if Ken Griffey Jr. would have never went to the Cincinnati Reds, because he got hurt a whole bunch of times there. If he never got hurt and went to the Reds and stayed with Seattle, I truly think he would have hit 800 home runs. And I'm not even bullshitting you. 800. That's how good this kid was. I mean, once he went to the Reds, I think he only played over 140 games one time. He was playing 70 games, 80 games. He was just hurt every time. Every year in Cincinnati, he was hurt. And this kid still ended up with 630 bombs, okay? And I'm talking about he was hurt for like 4 or 5 years. Like, he didn't play too many games at all. And if you would have still had that 45, 50 home runs, I'm telling you now, he would have hit probably 800 home runs and been the all-time home run leader of all time. That's what I personally think. Watching him was a pleasure, man. I mean, you talking about probably the most beautiful swing in baseball history. He's definitely there. And this is the first man before all this LeBron James shit. Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. actually played in the same game together, and they hit a home run in the same game together. Now that is a beautiful thing. Playing with your pops when pops could still play, and you was the best talent in the whole draft. Not like Bronny, he's getting special treatment, but Ken Griffey was the best player in that whole draft by far. And this kid came on the scene hitting bombs, making amazing gold glove plays. The kid won 10 gold gloves in center field. This kid was a different kind of animal out there on the field. And to watch him turn his hat back at the All-Star break and hit in the home run derby was fun to watch. I used to sit at my grandma's house and just sit there with the fan on me and just watch that shit and be just amazed. Watching him, McGuire, all these like top players, Fred McGriff, all these guys just hit. It was a thing of beauty. Ken Griffey is definitely one of the top players in my time that I ever watched that was amazing at everything. I mean, he could run, he could hit, he could throw. I mean, he could catch the ball. He can go and get that. How many home runs did he rob is crazy in center field. He robbed a lot of home runs, and I'm like, man, this kid, a.k.a. the kid, Griffey Jr., one of the best all-time to do it. But, like, I truly think, man, like, he came back at the tail end, his last year or two to retire with Seattle. But I think if he would have stayed there and never went to the Reds, he would have definitely hit 800 shots and been the all-time home run leader, and we would have been talking about him being the best baseball player of all time that ever walked this fucking earth. And that's some real shit. When you seen Ken Griffey, all you seen is this big-ass smile. He was just a big-ass kid who loved to play baseball. And I was a kid who loved to watch him play. And I used to be at bat imitating his stance. You know what I'm saying? It was a thing of beauty, man. It was a thing of absolute beauty. I mean, 630 bombs. He was hurt a lot of his career with the Reds, which really kind of fucked him up. But when the guy was healthy, you're good for 45 bombs. Easily. The swing was so beautiful. I mean, Jesus. You could put that shit in a picture frame. That's how beautiful the swing was. And I just wanted to give some love, give him his flowers, because he was one of the best baseball players, if not the best player I've ever seen with my own eyes. And I was lucky enough to see him play a couple times at the Oakland, Oakland, Oakland Coliseum, and seen Griffey hit a couple bombs there. Jay Buhner. That Seattle team was crazy, man. I'm talking about a crazy, crazy lineup that had, the whole lineup was stacked. I mean, them guys could put up 8, 9, 10 runs like this with no problem. So Ken Griffey Jr., Episode 5, Major League Players I grew up on watching, and this might have been my favorite guy to watch. I'm not going to lie. He did it all, and it was a pleasure, and I actually got to see him play a couple times live, and that was a thing of beauty, man. And thank you for all the good memories, Ken Griffey Jr., a.k.a. The Kid, the home run derby champ. 3 times. He was in it 8 times, and I don't think nobody's been in it more times than him. A 13-time All-Star. MVP 1 time is crazy. 10 Gold Gloves, amazing. Okay? 9 years with the Reds, 13 with the Seattle, and 1 quick year with the Chicago White Sox on the South Side. 22 years in baseball, and this is Ken Griffey Jr., MLB Players I Grew Up On, Episode 5. And with that being said, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It definitely won't cost you a dime. Like I tell you every time, around this time. Hat backwards. Ken Griffey Jr., thank you. You are one of the best players that I ever seen play the game, and this one is for you, guy. Thank you.